Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing stages 75 to 80 of the Fanhome release, a build, the Fast and Furious Nissan Skyline. So just looking at the back of all these areas here, looks like we're working on the doors. I am also going to be taking one of the electrics as well. So we are doing something to the underside of the vehicle, I think. So going to check that out. I haven't really had a good look at these. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. You're going to have to check if it is available in your territory. I don't even know if this is still available at the moment. But today, I've got another merch on the map. So check this out. Look, my space jellyfish shirt arrived yesterday, just after Matthias's picture of him wearing the space jellyfish shirt. This shirt isn't even available anymore, but I can't believe what a coincidence that is. But today, David McSwain, as you can see in this picture here, is wearing the World of Wayne logo t-shirt. Now, David is located in Shelby in North Carolina. I'm guessing that's got to be about 4,000. New York was 3,500, 4,000. I'm going to go 4,000 miles from Corby. Let's check that out, and hopefully I'm close. I never know when I'm doing this, you see. Thank you, David, for submitting that. I really appreciate that. If you want to do this yourself, once again, if you just go over to my Dashery store there, get yourself some merchandise, and then just email me over here, and I'll make sure you feature on Merch on the Map. Let me know where you are. We'll see how far you are from Corby. Now, we've had Ed Hughes being the closest to Corby at the moment, and I believe all the way over in Sacramento at the moment is the furthest away. So how far can we get? But let's do this today. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so stage 75, we are going to be continuing that door that we started on in the last pack. So this is the magazine. As you can see, we've got some inner trim panels here. Looks like we've got the speaker as well. So we're just going to be putting these onto the door just like that. Now I will lay just this soft cloth down here and put this way round. And this is everything in stage 75 here, including some screws. Just move that to one side, because the first thing we want is this section here. I love this blue colour on this. And I'm going to be putting this indent into the channels behind. So if we have this way round, this is just going to go in here like this. Now it's clipping onto some lugs there. That's what's holding that in. So that's what it looks like on that side. Then we get to put this on here, which means I'm just going to be putting it this way round on top, just like that. Going to check the window still goes up and down. That's perfect. And I'm holding that in with these DP screws. Now my PH0 is far too big for this, so let me pick out my PH 000, I think, because this is tiny. Yep, that holds that a lot better. And then get these in. So one here, one down the bottom here, and then finally just one on this side. So that's going to hold this whole thing in. All that's left to do then is take the speaker and push that into the position here, like that. And then finally, I've got this other detail, which I'm guessing is a smaller speaker, just going above it like that. So that's the interior of the door complete. Before I do continue that though, I've just noticed that when you turn the page over, there is a couple more of these screws that just need to go in here. So there was 2 screws that I hadn't put in. See, so I've wondered why I had too many screws left over. But there you go, they're in. So that definitely now is all there is to do in that stage. So stage 76, here is the magazine. And we are probably going to be starting the next door soon. We've got a bottom lights, the chassis bottom lights now. Ooh, this is going to be the one that I was saying. We're going to be doing something here. So it looks like I'm disconnecting some lights here, and I am going to be putting these underneath the chassis, which means I've got to bring that up. I'm doing that here. So that is what that's going to look like. Let me go and check what's actually in this pack. So all we get in pack 76 is this skirt, which again, we've already had one of these, but we're not actually using. So I'll put that to one side. But I am bringing over this whole section here. So I need to get to the underside of this. Now, this isn't actually in place at the moment. I just put this together so that I can keep it nice and compact when I'm actually storing it. But I do need this whole wiring loom here because I need to be taking off numbers 18 and 13. And I've got them here, looking just like this. So let's turn this upside down. And I'm going to have it round the way that they've got it in the magazine. And I'm going to be using light 13 at the moment first. I'm just going to push these plugs just through the hole here. Get them all the way through, including their paper numbers. And then I want to stick this in position. So take off the tape, and it's actually going to start just from that point there. So putting this along this edge, just like that. So you can see it's starting just kind of like where that square is, sort of halfway through it. Perfect. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So this is the 18 cable, which is slightly shorter now. Once again, get this through here. And put that in exactly the same position. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So I'm guessing in stage 77, we're going to be starting on the other door. Let's have a check. And I think what we're going to do is, if we are, I'm going to bundle all of these stages together. We're going to be starting the other door, as you can see there. So that's one part of this. The second part of the door is going to be here, I'm guessing. So this is stage 78, I believe. Yep, and there's the other part of the door here. Then we're going to be doing stage 79, which I'm guessing is probably the mechanism for the window. Let's have a look. Yep, looking like that. Which means 80 must be what we've just started this pack off with, that extra bit of trim in the inside. Let's have a look. Am I correct? We've got the inner trim. There's still another piece to go on here. So I am going to do all 4 of these together. So first things first, stage 77, we've got the door. And all we're going to do first is take this door, put the hinge into place. So hinge is going to go on this way, just into that point there. And then I've got this metal plate, which is going to go over the top this way round. There is a tilt on it. It's following that tilt just there. We've got a VM screw. I'll just put my PH0 back in again, and we are going into metal. So I have put this in some oil. Get this lovely and tight. Perfect. There you go. That's the end of that stage. In stage 78, we've got some more parts of the door here, including the wing mirror. So that means we can take the door handle and the little tiny lever for that handle. Just want to put this in the bracket there. Then I need to put this on the door. Now, if I remember last time, I actually offered this to the door so that it didn't fall out. Perfect. As you can see, it stays in. I'm holding that in with one AM screw, just into this hole here. Perfect. And that's the handle in. Put that to one side because now we're going to be making the wing mirror. So I need this and I need the bracket that it's going to sit in. This actually just goes into this section here. So it's limited to how far it can go. But I do need to hold that in with a KM screw. Once again, I've swapped over my bit to a PH000 just so I can get that in all the way. We do want to make sure that's nice and tight as well. The reason being is because we want to be able to fold that in afterwards. Perfect. So it doesn't get damaged, as you can see. Then I'm going to be putting the mirror on. Now there is a protective film on the front, which I'm not going to take off until the end of the build. But I will just take the stickiness off the back. and drop that into here. There we go, that's in place. Going to be putting the mirror on the door, so that's just going to go onto these 2 points just here, like that. This time held it again with AM screws. And there you go, that's nice and tight into place. So that's how it's going to look when it's open, but keep it closed so you don't break it when we're actually tossing things around. And then I'll just put this panel down here because I'm going to be putting this inner door track in, which is just going to go over these points just here, like that. Now it is held in with different screws, so I'm going to put the SM screws in first. And they're going in one here and one just on this side over here. And then all the other screws are QM screws. There's 3 of those. Perfect. So that is all there is to do in that stage. In stage 79 here, as you can see, we've got the window mechanism. And I still marvel at this. I think this is a great way to do this. I'm going to be taking these 2 sections here, just putting the circle of that in through that point just there, holding that in with an RP screw. Then I'm putting this whole section onto this piece, just like that. And again, another RP screw. Then I want to put this section here onto there. Once again, RP screw. And yes, you will notice there's oil all over this because I like to keep it all lubricated. And then I'm going to be bringing over the window, having it this way round. And I'm going to be putting this into place, just into the points just there and there. And once again, 2 RP screws to hold that into place. Okay, and with that in place, and this cog, that's all there is to do in that stage, which means in stage 80, we're actually just going to piece all of that together. And that means taking this inner panel here first, and I'm going to be putting a armrest on, which goes in this way, just on top of this section here, like that. It's held in with KP screws from the other side. So just get these in, one here, and one here. We want the right door inner handle, which looks like this, which is just going to be going into the indent here. This is just a push in. There you go. So that's in. Turn this over, and on this inside edge, I just want to put a little bit of clear tape. And this is going to ensure that the window doesn't scratch this when it's going up and down. Bring over this window mechanism now. I'm going to be putting this into place just over these sections here. Now you can line it up pretty easy if you just put the tracks of the window in here, and then that will line up these 2 holes. Now those holes are held in with AP screws. So just get these in, one here and one here. Then I'm putting in this cog that we got in the last stage with the smaller section facing down, like that. And I just want to check that this can operate the window going up and down, which it can. Now before I put it together, I know you thought I'd forgot a bit then. That cog I've just put in, I'm going to secure in with an RP screw. Once again, I just want to make sure that's not too tight. You don't want that too tight. That looks good. Then I'm going to put this onto the door, lining up all the holes. That looks good. Excellent. Then make sure that still moves, which it does. And I'm holding that in with 4 AM screws. Now you don't want to put these in too tight. Just have them nice and loose until they're all connected. So a couple of turns of each one. And when you're happy, tighten them all up. What I'm just going to do is just again check that that's still working. That's working perfectly. And that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. We whizzed through that today, didn't we? So basically we've done another door, and we've done the under panel lighting, which I haven't lit up, and I really am tempted to light it up. But there you go, nice quick stage really. I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.